He was tired. His legs were shaking. Everyone thought he was done, but the horse kept moving. And what he did next taught a lesson no one ever forgot. In a quiet farming village, there lived an old horse named Cora. Cora had worked his whole life. He pulled carts under the hot sun, carried heavy loads through muddy roads, helped his owner from morning till night. Years passed. Cora's back bent. His steps slowed. His breath became heavy. But every morning, when the barn door opened, Cora stood up. Not because it was easy, but because he believed stopping meant giving up. The farmer who owned Cora was not a bad man, but life had become hard. Crops were failing, money was short, work was heavy. The farmer started to look at Cora differently. "He's old," he said to himself. "He's weak. He's slowing everything down. A younger horse would be faster, stronger." The farmer felt torn. Cora had served him for years, but now he felt like a burden. One day, the farmer asked Cora to help move stones from a field. It was heavy work, hard even for a young horse. Cora tried, step by step, pull by pull. His legs trembled, sweat soaked his body. Halfway through the work, Cora collapsed. Dust rose around him. The farmer ran over. Cora tried to stand. He failed. He tried again, and failed again. Villagers gathered. Some shook their heads. "It's over," one said. "He can't do it anymore." Another added, "Better to stop, he's done." Cora lay on the ground, breathing hard. His eyes were tired, but still, they were not empty. The farmer stood silently. Inside his mind, a thought grew heavy. This horse has no use now. He made a painful decision. He tied a rope around Cora, not to pull him up, but to drag him away. "I'm sorry," the farmer whispered. "I can't carry you anymore." Cora felt the rope tighten. Pain shot through his body, not just physical pain, but something deeper. Was this how it ended? After all the years, all the effort? The rope pulled. Cora tried to move. His legs shook violently. Then, suddenly, the rope snapped. Cora rolled down a shallow pit nearby. Dust filled the air. Gasps echoed. Cora lay at the bottom of the pit. The walls were steep. The ground was uneven. People looked down. "That's it," someone said. "He's trapped." The farmer looked down too. Tears filled his eyes. "I should have stopped earlier," he said softly. Cora lifted his head. Pain burned everywhere. His body screamed, "Stop!" But something inside whispered louder, "Stand." Cora tried. He failed. The pit echoed with silence. Then Cora tried again. He placed one hoof forward, slipped, fell. Dust covered his face. The farmer turned away. "I can't watch," he said. But Cora didn't stop. Again, he stood. Again, he fell. Each fall hurt more than the last, but with every fall, Cora learned something: where to place his feet, how to balance, how to push. Minutes felt like hours. The crowd waited. Some laughed, some felt pity, but one thing was clear: the horse was still trying. With one final effort, Cora gathered all his strength. His muscles screamed. His heart raced. He pushed. One step higher, then another. His hooves dug into the dirt. Slowly, Painfully, Cora climbed, and then he stood at the edge. For a moment, everything stopped. Then Cora pulled himself out. The pit was behind him. The horse was standing, alive, breathing, unbroken. The crowd fell silent. The farmer dropped to his knees. Tears streamed down the farmer's face. "You didn't stop," he whispered, "even when everyone thought you should." He walked to Cora and removed the rope. From that day on, everything changed. The farmer no longer saw weakness, he saw courage. He stopped pushing Cora beyond his limits. He gave him lighter work, more rest, and more respect. Cora lived his remaining years peacefully. He walked slower, worked less, but his presence changed the farm. Whenever people felt tired, whenever someone wanted to quit, they spoke of Cora, the horse who never stopped. Children learned his story. Workers remembered his lesson, not because he was strong, but because he refused to quit. Life will knock you down, hard, sometimes into pits so deep you can't see the way out. People may look at you and say, "It's over. You're done. Stop trying." But listen carefully. Falling does not mean failing. Being tired does not mean you should quit. You don't need to move fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stand up one more time. Because sometimes the moment you feel the weakest is the moment persistence changes everything. So if you're tired today, like that horse, rest if you must, breathe if you need, but never stop. Your next step might be the one that pulls you out.